Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your October 2022 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Saggy, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember for these readings, you really do want to watch your sun and your ascendant at least. And the reason being is because when I'm talking about the astrology of the lunations, I'm always talking about your ascendant first, to a lesser degree but always still relevant, your sun and your moon. All right, with that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your actions and interactions with the world at large over the course of October 2022, had a bit of a brain moment there, you have the Two of Wands. I love this for you, right? This suggests that this month you are rubbing shoulders with all the right people, potentially with some movers and shakers. This is going to be a month where there are opportunities for you to get ahead. The other thing with the Two of Wands, so in the Thoth Tarot by Aleister Crowley, he called this card Dominion. And this card for me always has such a powerful energy. Like there's a lot of tarot readers out there, and you know, this is no shade. Everyone can read how they want to read, but a lot of people talk about this card being about, oh, indecisive and all the rest of it. I don't see this card as that. I see this card as a powerful, deeply active card. This is one that really suggests that you are ready to move on with something. In this deck, the figure has an orb, but in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this person is holding the world in the palm of their hand. This card tends to surround affluent people, situations. This month, your actions are seeing you rubbing shoulders. Look, I got goosebumps, and on my legs as well, which is a rare occurrence. But yeah, this is going to see you really interacting with some people that can really help you further your goals. Potentially you are reaching more people, or maybe setting something up that will see you reaching more people this month than maybe you ever have before. I love this for you. It is a powerful month for action, for decisive action at that. This is a get up and go card, all right? For your communications and conversations, you've got the Five of Wands. So I'm going to be really honest with you. When you start making moves, when you start get into certain places or certain levels in life, you're going to come up against a little bit of competition, right? You are a Sagittarius. You are warrior queens and kings. Like you guys, I actually love Sagittarius energy. I gotta be honest with you. I always have since I was in like secondary school, when I actually was, you know, already starting to get into star signs and everything at that point, just because it's a fiery, palpable, passionate energy. And because you've got this in your communications and conversations, I'm not looking at naysayers. What I am looking at are your competitors. You are going to get people this month, like as you start to make these moves, you're interacting with some amazing groups. You're potentially making moves, plans and goals with other people, or potentially networking, which is beautiful. But more importantly, you have competition this month. And if you have competition, you doing something right, okay? Like if people want to emulate you, they want to steal your ideas, the list goes on. This means that you are a contender. Your words this month are competitive. This is you, like you are in it, right? You're in it to win. I mean, boy, I feel sorry for anybody that gets in the way of the Saggies this month, because they're going to get the hoofs for sure. I love this. There's a lot of interaction. There's potentially a lot of laughter and a lot of giggles as well. It doesn't always have to be, you know, like negative competition. Sometimes this card literally represents like the camaraderie, you know, like you've got those friends that always do really well and they push you to do a bit better, and vice versa. This is why in part of my heritage, I'm part Greek, as many of you know at this point, we have a saying that says "Pes mu pios synetophilisu ke na mu pis pios ise." Tell me who your friends are and I will tell you who you are. All right. Like, and this feels good. Like I said, there is competition this month. There may be opportunities that come up or arise for you this month that you have to battle it out for, that you have to fight a little harder for, but you are up to the challenge. I'm totally here. I'm 100% behind you this month, Saggies. You need to get it on, right? Let's go. For your heart and half sector, your love and relations, you've got the Four of Swords. Okay, so for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, you are making some moves, all right? And so this month, if maybe the relationship, it's not that it takes a back seat, and it's never okay for our relationship to take a back seat to anything, all right? Your partner is your partner for a reason. You have to honor them. That's my hopeless, shameless romantic self speaking there. If you've been with me long enough, you know, like, this is a running joke that Raph is like a hopeless romantic, because I am. But this month, it's like you can't have two focuses at once that you're giving everything to. This would be a month, if you are partnered, you got to check in with your partner and let them know, I'm going to be busy, there's going to be late nights, I'm going to be otherwise engaged. It doesn't take away from us or this, I just need to do this right now. I have to give it everything that I've got. For those of you that are single, I mean, there could be some flirtatious banter, you know, which I know you guys enjoy. There could also be potentially you meeting someone through a networking event or maybe some kind of get together. The Five of Wands can literally be anything from competition right through to dancing, all right? So it could just be maybe you go out one night with the guys or the girls and you get your dance and your flirt on. It might not be much more than that. It's the Four of Swords after all right? Which suggests that there's a cool down going on in that area. For your money and materials, you've got the Strength card. Whatever move you are making this month, it's one that you have to back 100%, all right? So you are expected, whatever this big financial push, gain, money move is, you're having to really show up. And if you're rubbing shoulders with certain types of people, with certain calibers of people, you know, that are in certain circles and stuff, if you want that money, if you want that, not success, that influx, you're going to have to show up, right? The Strength card is really about showing up, but it's about showing up for you. For your first week of the month, let's see what's going on for you. You have, okay, that one seems to want out, and it is the Temperance card. No way, right? So this is your card as a Sagittarius. You've got this here with the Two of Wands, right? This month, if you've had not challenges with money, but if it's been maybe a bit slower, if it hasn't been quite where you've wanted or needed it to be, that all changes this month, right? This first week of the month, you are making some action, power play, power steps moving forward. You've got this here with that Five of Wands as well. I kind of feel like for some of you, this first week of the month, you might be stamping out or getting rid of what or who you know isn't actually supportive to you. So you might be having conversations with friends, just saying, look, you know, maybe they're saying, oh, you know, you haven't been, you know, you've been really quiet. What's going on with you? And it's like, well, nothing. I'm just really busy at this moment in time. I kind of feel like for a lot of you, this will see you starting to divest paths with certain connections. For your second week of the month, you've got the Hierophant card, right? So I always say that the Temperance card is the Hierophant card set free. The Hierophant card is number 5. The Five of Wands is also the number 5. I'm currently I'm recording these at the moment. This Mercury retrograde has been wonderful. There's been some really great stuff that's come out of it. But one thing that has really pissed me off to no end, I'm literally forgetting words like mid-sentence. It's like the only other time that I have a Mercury retrograde affect me this badly is when it happens in Aquarius, and I literally like struggle to get my words out. This one, I'm just forgetting them. So I'm looking at the card. The word is 5, Raph. Anyway, right, so you've got the Temperance card, number 14. 1 and 4 gives you 5. These two are numerological tarotic opposites. It's a very important energy when they both show up, because it means that you're balancing something out across those things. On the internal, the shifts that you've made have elevated your energy to start mixing and moving and mingling among those really wealthy circles. In your Hierophant card with the Five of Wands, this is about your exoteric, right? This is you taking care of the physical aspect of whatever the shifts that have taken place on the internal. You're going to start to make these actually happen now out in the world. For some of you, this could literally be winning a contract. Maybe you are approaching a large institution, a hospital, a school, a university, a place of learning. There's something here where you are maybe interacting with a group of peers in some way, but it's like you're initiating this newly, or you're starting over. I'm intrigued because there's something to do with money or banking that goes hand in hand with this. For those of you that are, for your third week of the month, you've got the Justice card. So for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, Justice card, there's no problem with the commitment, right? In fact, I actually think your significant other is backing you 100% to say, I can see you're lit up by this. I can see that you're in it. You do your thing, babe. I'll be over here doing mine. That's great. For those of you that are single, I'm going to be really honest with you. Flirtatious, bantery, connections made. Yes, absolutely. I'm not 100% sure that you may not try to connect something a bit more than it should at this moment in time. You've got all this amazing stuff going on here. If you get into something too serious now, it's going to deter you from what you're doing. All right, stay focused. For your fourth week of the month, you have the Fool card. New things, new places, new people, new energies. At this point, the sun comes into, at this point of the month, the sun comes into Scorpio, which is your 12th house. So all of those past connections and potentially blessings as well could start to show up for you. You got the Fool card with the Strength card. Now the Fool card is Aquarius ruled, the Strength card is Leo ruled. Again, you've got this direct opposite kind of energy going on, which is really interesting, because then here in the third week you've got a double up of Libran energy, because the Four of Swords is Libra ruled, and the Justice card is Libra ruled. So you've got all of this sort of like balanced out juxtaposition kind of energy going on, and then you've got this one sort of really strong airy / communicative energy going on here. Now your Fool card with the Strength card, when it comes to your money, your finances, and your resources, this month there is a fresh start. There's a change, there's a move that you're making that is requiring courage, right? The Fool card is the leap of faith. The Strength card is the courage that you muster to make that leap. In essence, both of these cards actually share quite a lot of energy, and there's many reasons why I could say, on the Strength card, it's got the lion that, the maiden is taming. On the Fool card, it's got the little white dog that's yapping at his feet. There's so many, I could go on forever, but I haven't got the time. As we move into your lunations, that new moon lunar eclipse on the 25th of October will be happening for you in the 12th house, the deepest part of your chart, right? Aside from maybe the 4th or the 8th houses, those 3 houses make up the depths of a person, right? Now, that being said, this 12th house, when you get a new moon solar eclipse in this house, this is you getting to replenish your spiritual and your karmic stores, which in essence really means that this is a time where you can check yourself and say, what do I need to release here? And more importantly, this is where you've got kind of like a clean slate. So the way that I typify this is, when you have a series of eclipses, because you have a series of them that will happen in an axis, right? When you have a series of eclipses that go through your 12th house, it's like literally the universe's way of saying, I'm going to pump out all of the crap out of this area. I'm burning out all of your old karma, all of the old pieces of script and code and self-sabotaging tendencies, all of the things in your past and your heritage that you've believed that have held you back. We're getting rid of all of that and we're starting again. A new moon solar eclipse is a brand new fresh start, so you're getting a do-over here. What are you going to feel that most spiritual, that most universally conscious, that most universal conscious connection energy, what are you going to fill it with? All right, this is a time to allow true blessings to come in for you. And more importantly, it's also a moment for you to ask the universe and say, what would you have me do? That's the secret to truly co-creating with the universe. When you ask the universe and say, look, you know what? And this is what I did with Mindset Magic. That course, I tried to run it twice before. I didn't even get an email to show interest. The third time, it went straight away. And the reason being, it was the third time, I said to the course, to the entity and to the universe, what do you want here? What do you need here? And the dialogue just absolutely came. So use this new moon solar eclipse on the 25th of August, really rough, October. Right, look, you got the gate 14 and luck, all right? I mean, what is luck? All right, yes, you know, luck and success and meeting hard work and all of those things, absolutely. But there is such thing as divine luck, and that eclipse could very well bring you just something of that nature. The full moon that takes place on the 9th of October is happening in the sign of Aries. This for you is in your 5th house of pleasure, romance, joy, creativity. I really think it's going to be more about, because it's a full moon, a completion, a culmination, or an ending. And remember as well, just to backtrack slightly, the eclipse, that'll unpack over 3 to 6 months. Yes, the event happens now, but the results and what it's set into motion, it'll show up gradually. For the full moon though, this is more immediate. This is in the now. This is, you know, only really a two, sometimes 4 week window. This is taking place in your 5th house. Like I said, this is joy, pleasure, romance, creativity, speculative gambles. But because it's a full moon, this could literally see something that you are ready now to share with the world, something that you're ready to present out into the world in some way, shape or form. This could also bring you, interestingly enough, because the 5th house is a very lucky house, right? The 12th house is a bit more sort of, you know, deep, introspective, a bit more murky. When it brings blessings, it's like, oh, shining light from the sky, all of that kind of stuff. Whereas the 5th house is just like happy-go-lucky, I'm giving you good stuff, all right? So nice, really nice. And for this, you've got the gate 10 and empower. The message behind this card is that by doing what you truly love, by being who you truly are, you don't just empower yourself, you empower other people. That is the message behind this card, and this full moon has the opportunity to do that for you. I think this is a month of luck. I think this is a month of movement. I think this is a big month of change. I think this is going to connect you to people that you will probably thank your lucky stars for. I know, oh, cheese. But I really think this could be a phenomenal month for you. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.